like a race car flight, but it ain't a car. It's a super fast tortoise going the speed of light, breaking all the
even in space, a group of tortoises is called a creep. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and friends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Super Fast Tortoise morning coffee show.
Whoa.
Woo!
Woo, what a long weekend we had. I mean, you guys survived 3 days without the morning show.
Yeah, it was
barely survived it.
it was awful.
Well, yeah,
It was a very long 95 hours.
Yeah.
Well, Monday I didn't realize we were going to have to move. I didn't realize we were going to have to take the morning off until plans were uncertain. But then Tuesday, I'm like, I'm gonna wake up and have a good day, and we're gonna have a morning show, everybody.
Cool.
Yes.
I see in chat we got the Fuzzy Falcon. Whoa.
Woohoo!
Whoa.
Up.
And we got Cane Shaker. Whoa.
Game shaker.
He said he was damn near dying over here. That's right. All right. Well, last night was a blast hanging out with you guys on the screen. Too bad Tibalt didn't make it.
No, very sad.
So sad.
But he's here today, and that's what matters.
He's here today.
Right.
But thinking of such, let's get the introductory part over. Straight to my right, in the green shirt with the muscly beard, the very handsome, the illustrious MTG Hillbilly. That's right. We got Hillbilly.
What's up?
What's up? Then below me, the bald, the illustrious, the handsome, the evil, the devilish. Matt Jackson, the
Tibalts Apprentice wins. Flawless victory.
Yes. I need more of those. I need more coffee.
More coffee. Then the one guy with the mohawk that we haven't mentioned yet. The handsome, the devilish, the powerful. No. We got time to rock.
We got the TheoneRAYman.
That's right.
I am here, live in living color.
That's right. We are here. All the introductories. Oh, man. I hope you guys out there in the world today are having a great time. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the show and you want to enjoy the show and watch it even further. Hit that subscribe button if you like our faces. We're here Monday through Friday most of the time. Tuesdays and Thursdays mainly for Matt Saxon down there.
Well, you know who else is here that you ain't mentioning?
Oh.
James Willis, Cane Shaker.
Right.
I shake my cane at the clouds with my fury.
That's right. He's like, where's my sound effect? There you go.
there you go.
All right. Oscar. Hey. Welcome.
What's up, Oscar?
Rock, you guys roll. Today's kind of a chat and chill day, but we do have some topics to go over just for fun. But, before we get to the topics, and we got this stuff in the beginning of the show we normally kind of go through. We have a question today. I think it was meant for yesterday, but I wasn't here yesterday.
Shame on you.
from reading underneath the video clip I downloaded. It was supposed to be here a few days ago.
It was meant for a week ago. My fault.
All
Better
right.
late than never.
Yes.
So let's get to that first segment of the day. Where we get to
Card of the day.
hold on. My mouse is not working.
Remember card of the day?
Check the battery.
Well, my mouse is not dead. Why is it not moving? I can't scroll up to the card of the day. There we go. I appreciate that, Hillbilly.
Yep.
So the card of the day is Leonardo's Technique. I think this card is going to be an all-star.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
In certain formats like Cube. Like my little 1/1 Matters commander deck.
Yep. Very good card.
Chain Checker goes, what's up, vertical people? Always going to where chat is. So that works there.
I actually just bought one of these, like before the show started,
Oh,
to put in a deck. So I like this card a lot.
So tell me about that sneak mechanic, because I haven't had a chance to use it yet. Is it useful?
yes.
So sneak is like fixed ninjutsu, where you declare your blockers, and if it's not blocked, then you can return that creature to your hand and pay the sneak cost on a card that is in your hand and play it.
No.
But it specifically has to happen in the declare blockers step, where ninjutsu could happen anytime in the combat phase as long as the creature was unblocked. So this is kind of like the fixed version of ninjutsu. Plus, it's also on non-creature spells, as in like this.
Yeah, the only difference is between sneak and ninjutsu. You can't counter ninjutsu, but sneak you can counter it because you're.
Well, that's not the only difference.
Oh,
that's not the
you're-
only difference.
okay.
right. That's not the only difference, but that's one of
That
them.
is a difference.
I mean,
Correct.
yeah.
Correct. Yes.
The
This can
biggest
still be a counter. You can still counterspell this.
Okay.
Yeah. Which brings a smile to Tibalts' face because he
Yeah.
loves stopping things. He loves ruining your plans.
Yes, that's
He's like-
that's kind of my game plan.
Like, just off character alone, I'm surprised Tibalt has never been hired on to play the Joker in a Batman movie. Yeah, that's right. Hey.
Yeah, this card's quite good. Especially since a lot of the turtles that I want to use it for are all base power where he can get them, right?
Yep.
So yeah, I think this card's very good.
That's
It was well worth $1.50.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think this card's going to probably go up in value, to be honest, because the ability of what it does. It might go up some.
Want to say hello to Naomi QC? I think that's how you pronounce the name. Hello, welcome to the show. But yeah, this card is so good. Like it might not be like a banger all-star, might see standard play, but like for people who have cubes, a lot of the power level is at 3 level. That's pretty good. And then like in certain commander decks, it's gonna be pretty good because mana value 3 less. There's a lot of power in those days, especially for percentile pushing like a pro. This card is going to hit a lot of good targets, especially a lot of your early targets.
Mm-hmm.
And Lulu, hello. Whoa, Grandpa, super fast.
What's up, Lulu?
Yeah.
Speaking of Lulu, I think my wife has a Lulu deck that this would probably go in pretty well. She's got a lot of low to the ground stuff, so that would probably work pretty well.
Yeah,
Nice.
it would.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now with that, my friends, we're going to move over to the picture of the day. The picture of the day is MTG becoming an everything fun game. Even UB characters playing in-universe Magic the Gathering. There you go. Spider-Man, Raphael with like weird weapons.
I'm a little concerned about Spider-Man's legs, but we won't go there.
He does have this must be Man Spider.
Yeah.
He does have some extra appendages.
That's right. Okay. Like You never know. You never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I mean, AI is such a brilliant machine nowadays. It's creating people with 3 legs. Like, that's the next step in evolution.
That could be. For sure.
One other question I have about this is, I thought Sonic wore tennis shoes instead of boots.
I don't question all my.
He's got some Iron Man boots. I think he's just somebody equipped him with a Swiftfoot boots.
That or
I thought
lightning.
they were sandals. I thought he was wearing sandals and socks.
Yeah, it's funny. You can pick this picture apart, but it was a fun picture.
And I was going to say, I like actually until the leg threw me, but I was going to say it's actually pretty good as far as the characters' torsos and so on. It's for being AI, that's not a bad generation there,
right? Yeah. Well, so it speaks to Universes Beyond. It might not be perfect, but people are having fun with it.
That's right, for sure.
Yeah. So that's good. That's good. With that, we're going to go out of here and we're going to get to the next segment where we do the one thing what I'm looking for. Presented by Discord, we have the question of the day. Question of the day was brought to us by Tibalts himself. Such a cutie, right? Like, he's the poster child. He has a question for us. Let's get to it.
Hello, my friends. Tibalts Apprentice here. And today's question is, what's the most exciting commander you've played? Either the most exciting commander or the commander that excited you the most because of a play you got to make with it. Does that make sense? Yeah. What's your most exciting commander?
Well, recently I would have to say my Codus deck that I disassembled.
It was so exciting you took it apart? What?
Yeah. Needed cards from it to go into another deck. I ain't got, and the cards I took out pretty expensive.
Okay.
Took cards out of it to put in another deck, which he's going to take out of it to upgrade his Turtles deck when he gets there.
Oh, I see.
Possible. Well, I'm still working on it on the Codus deck.
Right.
I'm taking some more cards out of it.
I think mine is Felithar. So Walls was pretty popular around here because Brandon played it all the time. But I didn't want to play another deck that had blue in it, so I'm like, okay, I'm never gonna play Walls. And then when Tarkir came out, there was basically a Walls precon that was in Abzan colors, and I was very excited for that commander. I spent a lot of time in the pre-release kind of like window of that, figuring out what cards I wanted, and then like I don't even think I played the precon. I literally opened it up, pulled the cards out that I had in my list that were in the deck, and then put my version of it together. Nice. And it stays in the box. It's my least powerful deck because it really relies on its commander, and if my commander cannot stick around, this deck just doesn't function. It blocks fairly well, but it just sits there and does a bunch of nothing. But it's really fun, and you can do some really fun plays with it. Like if you're managed, like you play a Tree of Perdition, and you give it vigilance, and then you make it unblockable, and you swing at somebody, and you're like, well, you can't block this, and it's not tapped. So now I'm going to tap it. I'm going to swap its life or its power with your life, and then I'm going to hit you for however much life you just had.
Right.
Nice.
It's a fun little thing. The 1 out of every 15 games that gets to happen.
What?
But it's really fun, and that deck was. I was really excited for it, and it's still in my box, so I must still enjoy it.
Nice.
So I got 2 commanders in mind here because they're 2 different generations of Magic for me.
Okay.
So the first commander deck that got me excited as a commander a long time ago, because I love enchantments, is when they printed Estrid the Masked. And I love enchantments. You might not love the deck because it's Stack's ability and it's a complete package of exiling O-ring style cards and board wipes. because you can't forget board wipes. But the card was the deck was amazing. I was excited to play with it. I loved enchantment decks, and I loved having a planeswalker as a commander type.
Yeah.
And like even in the future of it, like a couple years later after building it, I ended up getting a secret layer version of the card, dirt cheap than than what it costs now, because I got it for like $1. Now it's like $5-6. But like I got like a full text, weird style version of the card, just so I had a cool version of the commander, and it's still together. Which I might be ripping out a doubling season out of that deck for another deck when I upgrade Turtles. Because I don't need doubling season in there. I just love having doubling season in there.
Do you have the one that basically is just the name of the card, Tor, and like a bunch of green and black art on it?
Right, and on the back side of it, it's all text.
Nice.
Yeah,
but that's text on the back. That's cool.
Right, but the newest commander that really got me going excited, like years later after Astrid, was Hearthrall. It was a new commander type. It was a new commander type, and like the deck can be powerful, but I never had that great success with it yet because everybody.
Understatement. Hearthrall can be powerful. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
One of the most saltiest precons there is.
Wow, that deck is very good out the box.
But anyways, the reason why I like the deck is because it taught you a different strategy with resource management. And I love that. I love the ability that you sack and land to get bonuses.
Nice.
Kane Checker says my newest commander is Mabel, heir to Cragfoot. Nice.
So I think this is a good example of just how my brain works, because mid-question, my brain just moved on to something else or just continued on and just kept on moving. So that's how I wound up with two decks to talk about, or two commanders to think about also. Because initially, the way I started asking the question, like, what's your favorite commander? It would be Analia, Archmage Ritualist. And I love it because of her Eminence ability, which is hard to interact with, and the ETBs. For wizards and stuff. There's so many shenanigans that I have in there. The one card combo, arguably, with Wanderwine Prophets, being able to take infinite turns or near infinite turns. Was it Slipstream Navigator? Being able to get extra turns in there and stuff. So there's lots of fun interactions. Though the thing that's led to the most wins in that deck actually was a Direfleet Ravager. Because I just
everybody lose a third of their life twice.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I get multiple uses of that, since I get two of those triggers when they come in, making two of them. And if I've got a Stranic Resonator in there or whatever, there's four of them. So I nuke everybody's total. So that speeds up the game significantly. But the other card, or the other commander that is a favorite of mine for reactions or for plays, is Glissa the Traitor. Because that was the first time a budget deck showed me that I could beat multiple players in a single turn, just because of her interactions and stuff. It's the one that gets artifacts and stuff back from the graveyard. So I've got a good package in there where I can get multiple plays. And so anyhow, those are the two. So
well, we're picking two decks. I'm gonna have to go with Antiul.
Antiul.
Okay.
Commander
That's really fun too.
came out. The saltiest.
Not as salty as Hearthrall.
What are you talking about? She puts -1 counters on your opponent's creatures all day. That's so salty.
She puts -1 counters on her own creatures.
I was about to say, she also is putting a bunch of -1 counters on her own creatures.
Yeah, I'm giving Hillbilly shit because Hearthrall's not the saltiest commander player.
Yeah,
But there are salty commanders that are printed, but the decks are not that great out of the box.
I agree to disagree.
You can disagree all you want. Hello, LA. I don't know the name, but hello.
Hey, there's Captain Waffles.
Captain Waffles. Hello.
Captain Waffles.
I'm so glad you guys are here, just chilling out. So, anyways, agree to disagree.
I was going to say,
having fun. That's the point.
Yeah.
Agree to disagree. I think we're gonna talk about that with some Rosewater stuff. Actually,
That's right.
Mhm.
Speaking of Rosewater stuff, so now we need to get to the show divider, my friends.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise. This is a free show on YouTube. It is completely volunteer based. This program is made possible by viewers like you, and share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. And also by contributions made to your Super Fast Tortoise channel and from viewers like you. You all rock. You are awesome.
You're crazy!
You are watching Super Fast Tortoise.
Ooh, oh look, hand.
Look,
Oh,
Yeah.
the hands are here. Has
Hey,
to happen
we all-
once a week.
And we know that he has to show his hand off because he's a hand model. He has to get his paycheck for that.
Yeah, I get my residuals every time I show my hands on stream.
Yep.
That's right. So, Patra Believa. Nice. Blake, hello. By the way, I see. So, yeah, so Spider-Man apparently did well compared to what people are saying Spider-Man did.
Wow.
And so on here, let me scroll up. Was it this one?
Yep.
Did EOE or Spider-Man sell better? Was asked by Moonlit Stargazer. And Mark Rosewater says Spider-Man did sell better. Edge of Eternity did great and beat our expectations, but Spider-Man is one of the top 10 best-selling sets of all time.
Wow.
wow.
You know, I
So
am shocked about this statement.
Hmm?
For one, I didn't think Spider-Man was all that good.
Spider-Man had banger cards. I think people bought more product than they bought singles.
Well, do you think it was because of that chase card, which would be the
Soulstone?
Soulstone?
Yeah, that's
Almost
a possibility.
Or
But there are cards in the set. Like I bought packs just to open up certain cards.
Mhm.
You know, hoping I open up certain cards.
I have not
Another
bought
way to do
one-
it. You should buy singles.
Yeah, I have not bought one pack of Spider-Man.
Well, I bought. What was it? 4 packs of Spider-Man. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 packs of Spider-Man. Yeah,
And I
I
bought
bought a pre-release kit
yeah.
from another shop a few
Mhm.
days after pre-release, but that's all I bought of it.
Well, you know, one thing I can tell you that this statement doesn't cover is they're not telling you what sold better where. Like, did pre-release sell better, or did product sell better overall? I mean,
That's-
you know how important people talk. They don't give you all the information.
That's what I was going to say. It's depending on what matrix they're checking it by as to what sold best.
Mhm.
Sold best overall, sold best in the first week. I mean, how do you? It's
Well,
not
when they say it's
what
one of
you
the
how you
best-selling sets of all time,
say.
that
Mhm.
has to be like. So you're looking at the sets.
Mhm.
How many sets? You know, how much has it made, and where does it fit in the set thing?
Right.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. Here's the deal about this, right? You have to like. I understand what Blake is saying,
Mhm.
but when you are a publicly traded company like Hasbro is, you can't flat out lie
Mhm.
about
No,
your
you-
numbers.
Mhm.
That's super illegal. So if he is coming out and saying that Spider-Man is one of the top 10 best-selling sets of all time, if it's not, then somebody's going to be in a whole bunch of trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, like I can believe the statement, but like honestly, Edge of Eternities, I bought more from Edge of Eternities than I did Spider-Man.
Right.
I also think that it's so when people hate something, they're far more likely to state that.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And while a lot of the discourse online is about how much everybody hates Spider-Man,
Mhm.
the discourse online is a fraction of the entire player base.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Small sample size.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
small sample size.
well, I got something to add on to that. Like when I went to the pre-release, the first person I played was new to Magic.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Bringing new people into Magic all the time. We were buying products. Captain Waffle also has a good point here. Says Spider-Man does have a lot of tournament playable cards and commander playable cards. Thus, people bought products and singles to get the cards.
Yeah.
And he says it can be based on how many boxes were sold. Also, a factor in inflation. Packs were cheaper 10 years ago. Well, EOE was not 10 years ago, but I get what you're saying.
Yep.
And Kendrick says, I believe that this just proves no matter how much we hear about all the negative comments on IPs, like Spider-Man is going to do extremely well. Right? I can't wait to see the Symmetrics and Turtles.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are there's a lot that actually lied like that. Right?
Yeah. I think the turtles will do good
in the secret layers. Well, when Kevin, my thought process, they're looking at the overall sales. So I don't know, because Edge of Attorneys was a really good set, a hell of a banger. So I'm actually kind of surprised, like they're not even. Like he's saying, Spider-Man did better. I'm surprised Edge of Attorneys and Spider-Man didn't do even. Like they sold the same amount.
I mean, and if you look at this, like think about how many full-blown Universes Beyond sets we have, right? There's not for full sets, right? So not counting stuff that's just a secret lair, stuff that actually you could go buy booster boxes for. So
Not
you've got
like,
Assassin's Creed,
yeah.
Lord of the Rings, and then the stuff we've got last year and this year, Avatar and Spider-Man, a few others. Those sets are like they're just chewing into the top 10, right?
Right.
We know that Avatar is one of the top 3. They told us that last month.
Right.
And now we know Spider-Man is also in the top 10. So of all of the Universes Beyond sets that had booster boxes that you could go buy, the only one of those that isn't in the top 10 is Assassin's Creed. And if that trend continues, by this time next year, the top 10 will be all Universes Beyond minus 2 sets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
right.
All right. And Waffle says EOE was a Magic IP. Spider-Man draws Magic and non-Magic players.
Right.
There are people
Exactly.
who collected Spider-Man IP just to own the box.
Yep.
Yep.
Just own the box.
Yep.
And one thing I'm going to bring up the past. One thing Wizards did after they made Spider-Man, they came out themselves and said it flopped, and then they gave a survey. They handed out a survey for people to fill out about Spider-Man. Then they was asking questions on who influenced you on Spider-Man.
Right.
Right.
What influencer did you listen to? So they was trying to blame the content creators and the influencers, because we're all influencers if we make content.
I don't know.
They was blaming us for the flop of Spider-Man.
Well, like
But with this, they're saying it didn't flop.
but also, what is a flop?
Well,
right?
let's say flop can mean a lot of things. Flop can mean, hey, it didn't meet our expectations with our IP partner. But at the end of the day, it's still one of the top 10 selling sets of all time.
Right.
So how much were they expecting to sell? Like how much did they say, look, Marvel, if you let us have this IP, this is how much we're going to make. And so maybe in that regards it flopped, but
right.
Clearly the set sold.
So what I think when he means by when they talk about flop is like they had a higher expectation because it was Spider-Man, but they also posted Spider-Man when there's no Spider-Man movie. The MCU kind of sucks at the moment. They it wasn't doing good. So
yeah, Spider-Man came out at a really weird time.
Yeah, it came out at a weird time. But like maybe that because what the truth is, good publicity and bad publicity is still good publicity.
Yep. Yeah, all publicity is good publicity.
Yep.
That's right.
So overall, maybe like I even went out and bought a Secret Lair Damnation with a Venom on the picture, which I got out of a box. And I really like that. There's really cool stuff in Spider-Man that's worth buying, and they're like, but the set itself wasn't draftable, but it doesn't mean that there wasn't good cards, and not all cards are going to sell great secondary market. So I think, and Mark Rosewater, when he talks like this, he's not talking about what cards are selling on the second market. He's talking about the stuff that's sold from the company itself.
Right.
So maybe part of the issue in this number, what sold better, is how many people ordered Spider-Man.
Right.
Like all that jazz. But
yeah, well, it definitely has nothing to do with the secondary market, because Watsy will say we do not watch the secondary market.
Well, we know they do.
No, not at all.
They've come out and said they do a little. They always have like a twisted way of saying it. Oscar says, does this worry you guys at all that the verse magic sets are not doing well at the Universe Beyond? They might make magic sets in verse less frequent. I'm not sure a Universe Beyond hater, just curious. No, you're good, Oscar.
Well, we actually have another thing to talk about with that exact in mind.
Just hold on to your butt, right? A couple minutes. We'll get there.
Yep.
Wait until Marvel set release. I think it'll be a big release also. I think it'll be a big release because it's going to be like an Infinity War kind of thing, and people will be donning that.
I'm going to tell you guys now, just to prepare you. If you're going to buy Marvel product, it's going to be danged expensive, and I mean MSRP. I went over with Brandon yesterday what our order for Marvel was going to be, and even though it wasn't that much bigger than like our Strixhaven pre-orders, like as far as what we're getting,
right,
it was almost twice as much, like financial wise.
Right. Well,
so Marvel's going to be expensive.
Like I know I didn't buy a lot of Spider-Man, but if I had more money, I would have bought more, like a box of Spider-Man. That's what I'm saying. But at that time, we were saving money for turtle stuff. Kevin Hain, welcome. Yeah, it says also keep in mind all the locations that they are selling Universes Beyond, that they aren't selling in the universes within that. That's true because there's a lot going on.
What places? Hang on, where are they doing this at?
Well, like, did you know, like in Disneyland, they're selling certain magic packs and stuff? But when it comes to their product, they do with Lorcana too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if that really makes an impact, but they do. But I don't know if they sold Spider-Man in Disneyland. But I know, like, for example, Disneyland sells Lorcana at their.
Well, event. Spider-Man would make sense since it's a Disney-owned property,
right?
But I don't know if they'd be selling the Ninja Turtles there because that is a competitor.
Ninja Turtles used to be at Disneyland, but they're no longer owned by Disney.
Right.
They're owned by Paramount.
That's right. All press is good press, even negative. That's right.
Yep.
Then if they did better coordination with movie releases, that probably would sell better. Well, yeah, but look, one thing I noticed a lot, maybe it's just my algorithm following me, is I've been seeing a lot of turtle hype for different turtle things coming around. Like come on, this month we got the release 35 year anniversary turtle release of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze coming back to theaters
next weekend.
You got figures coming out. You got the rabbit guy from Turtles coming out, which is Yojimbo, and yeah. So this turtle hit a good mark when it comes to turtles. So I think it's going to do pretty decent. Like I said, the first person I played in my pre-release, her husband, and their friend were new to the pre-release. They wanted to try it out. They thought turtles were good.
That is awesome.
Yeah, like it's one of those games where I helped this lady play her deck so she can make the best moves because I wanted it to be a fair game, So yeah, I did that.
That's just good sportsmanship.
Well, absolutely. Yeah. Well, plus, not like some people are just aggressive and they'd be like, you should know your deck. And I'm like, no, you want to know your deck. So she gave me the win at the end of the day. She let me have the win, but she was happy that I taught her how to play the deck.
Cool.
All right. Then maybe just become this Fortnite card games? Probably. Well, yes. Well, kind of, because in Fortnite they're just skins. Here we get unique cards, so it's a little different. Oscar said, I don't believe that all press is good publicity. there are some famous are hatred of majority of people. We think that, but what press does, no matter what, is it gives space to live rent free in your head.
Exactly.
That's what matters.
Yeah.
But to each their own. Yeah. But we understand bad press can destroy something. But in Wizards cases, the press is doing good.
When the bad press is your set is kind of mid, that's fine, right?
Kevin, hey, didn't Nickelodeon just cancel the series? There's a lot going on there between Mattel and Paramount, so I don't know.
Yeah,
They're a lot. They got movies set up to come out. They got new series set out to come out. And Kenchik is like, hello. That's right. Can we take this view down now? That's right.
Oh.
We are about to.
See our lovely faces.
Right?
Oh, that's better.
Well, I thought we was trying to hide.
Sorry, Kenchik.
Just that one remark just went overboard.
Right?
I'm sorry.
So we got another question that was given, or another thing going on. This is if
this was also yesterday.
Yeah, if it's so much better, more successful in every metric when compared to the in-universe sets, then why not just completely scrap the in-universe stuff and only do crossover? I believe that you said that is useful or important for Magic to have its own IP, but based on the performance of the UB, I don't see why that matters. And there's pointers here, so I feel like I gave this the same answer once a month. This is our property is important to us. We are making a TV show with Netflix and have a movie deal, which I'm excited to hear about. Cool. And we need to keep building it. And two, there are complications that come with working with licenses. Having half of the sets be our own gives us important ability to adapt to schedules, which makes sense. And three, external properties that will fit the need of a Magic set are a resource which we have to be careful with. Doing our own sets help lengthen how long Universes Beyond will last. It's a good business. It is good business for us to have sets of our own property. That's as much as the screen capture I could get.
Well,
that's the important stuff. That's all the important stuff.
But I can understand that, because if they have their stuff add their stuff into the mix, then they could stretch the Universes Beyond sets over a couple of years instead of just cramming it all in 1 year. Once they do that, it's over. And they have nothing else to work with except for in-universe.
I think so. Sorry.
Yep.
Well, so
plus they also have the flexibility to move dates around. Like Lorwyn was supposed to be in last year, right?
Yep.
Right.
But they ended up they needed to move it, and since it was their property, they owned it, they could move it. If that had been a Universes Beyond set, they have dates. Hey, this has to be out by this day, no later. They don't have those options to move those.
Right. But now I think we do have the one thing in mind about keeping the in-universe property. And, they got the TV show and stuff to go on, even though there's crap ton of lore to go back to. Like having the in-universe lore, I think not only stabilizes the metric, how things work. It's good to have. It's fun to have Turtles. It's fun to have Spider-Man. It's fun to have these different IPs come out. You might disagree with Universes Beyond in general, but I think it's important to have the in-universe sets as key markers of, yes, we still care about our basic product.
And it needs to anchor things together, if nothing else. You know what I mean? We need that firm universe that they've created already. The game was designed around, and the themes that were already there. So we need that as an anchoring point to hinge everything else on, basically.
Right. Kenchik like, well, can't we all just get along? There's plenty of room for all of them. That's right.
And working, I know what it was like working with Marvel specifically for a while. I had a guy who became a friend of mine who worked on Marvel Heroes, which was a Diablo-like action RPG. and he talked about how in their licensing agreement, anything that they wanted to change, they had to go get permission from. Right. And it could literally be something as simple as making the particle effects off of a spell. Like Jean had one where she would turn into the Phoenix and swoop down, do a bunch of damage. But like the particle effects in the first version were so resource intensive, no matter what they did, it always caused the servers to lag. So they wanted to reduce the fire down, right? Not a lot, but they needed to reduce the fire down for server stability. And they had to go to Marvel and say, hey, look, this is the animation that you approved. We're having server side issues. We want to replace it with this animation that's 41% less fire or something. And they had to wait. Like they literally had to wait days to get back from them.
Wow.
And I have no doubt that these big IPs like Final Fantasy and some of the other ones have very similar situations. So they probably just don't want to deal with having to, butt heads with a bunch of different companies all at once while trying to make a card game that has to come out at a certain time of the year.
Right. Black Blake says, rest in peace, Marvel Heroes. I don't think Marvel Heroes is going anywhere. I could be wrong.
No, it died. They killed it.
Did. All right, but I know Marvel, the MTG set's going to struggle a bit because of the whole arena thing. Because there are people who are going to be like, I don't want to buy whatever they call it these days.
Omen Pass
that are like same names but different things. So it's going to
the arena set might struggle. I think that the actual card set is going to be. I think it's going to be very difficult to get product.
Well, I guess that depends, right? It depends on the cards in the set. Because if we get more Doctor Dooms, people might be disappointed if they're the same kind of Doctor Doom.
Well, the other cards have looked great, right? Like
right.
The Century card that's out. I think that card is phenomenal. I'm very excited for Century. Captain America, who I dislike most of the time, his card is pretty solid. The Hulk is absolutely busted. That card is going to be insane. The Galactica Saga is very good. I think the cards they've shown so far have all been really good, except the ones I actually really care about because they hate me.
You know what would be awesome, right? That'd be awesome if in Marvel we got commander decks, and one of them was the Avengers Affinity deck, and we got like Turtles 5 pairing partner commanders in full arts. That'd be cool.
So the one that has Captain America in it is a Avengers specific one. It's based around the Avengers.
Right.
Yep.
So we very well could get partner select or something like that with those in that deck specifically. And we know they're doing that with the Fantastic Four deck as well.
Right.
So we could see that with the other heroes. I think it'd make good marketing sense.
Yeah.
The Fantastic Four is another 5-color deck.
Yeah,
it is.
Everybody's going to buy all the 5-color decks now. That's right. I'm not kidding.
I got 2 recent ones.
Arena demonstrates how easy it is to deliver on all those universe prints Rosewater gifted us all of those years ago. That's right. And Kendrick says, I bet Hasbro Watsy is working on IPs right now that people will scream and holler about 12 to 18 months from now. Probably. Like,
all I know, scream and holler about anything.
All I know is they've hit Transformers, Turtles, and they've hit Jurassic Park. They've hit all my old people stuff.
I wish they had hit Transformers again. This time, do a better job at it.
I'd like to see it a full set than just the weird cards that don't synergize well together. TCGdudes says, all of Magic, Marvel, at the cards often. That's right.
I think that they could revisit Transformers now that they've included spaceships and maybe lean into the vehicle themes a little bit more and stuff.
Wait. You're going to have spaceships that you can station but transform.
Yeah.
Talking about making a complicated card. Maybe they
you just make it so when it's fully stationed, it flips, right? Like, that's a pretty common mechanic in Magic, especially with like planeswalkers, right? We have a lot of those that are non-planeswalkers on the front and then planeswalkers on the back. You get down, you do something, it flips. You can easily make it to where once it's fully stationed, it just flips over and boom.
But Transformers don't station. They live on their own. They're entities.
I can see it right now. Enterprise. Transform.
Hey.
That's Star Trek
Don't
set.
Hasbro a good time.
You know, if we all
That
said
set
we'd
does
pay
have
for
me
it,
worried.
they'll do it.
Like Hasbro says, you want the Enterprise to transform? There you go. We got Galactus on the other side. It's like transform from Enterprise to Galactus.
Here's what worries me about Universes Beyond, and this is just like this is my thing. When I'm getting Universes Beyond stuff, except for Turtles, which is its own unique thing because of my childhood, I like to get the cards of the characters that I really like.
Right.
And this happened with Avatar. I never watched Avatar. Avatar was something not on my radar. I was too old when it came out to really get into it, and I don't watch.
Never too old.
Besides this wall behind me, what makes you think that I watch a lot of anime? I don't. I sit here because the two anime characters I like, Master Roshi and Bulma, are right there. This is why I sit here every day. It meant a lot less to me, and maybe that's just a me thing, but this Star Trek set, I have no idea what characters I'm going to care about.
Right. Well, don't get me wrong. I like Star Trek, but I just don't know how well it's going to fit in the universe. Kate says the Muppets will have pigs in space. Hey, look, I want an Oscar the Grouch that's on a Assassin's Trophy, like the artwork.
Star Trek just seems kind of weird to me being in Magic.
Well, not every set's going to be your thing for real. Like Star Trek, like I love Star Trek. I like the original Star Trek series, Generation and before, and a little bit of Voyager and a lot of Deep Space Nine. I love that genre of Star Trek.
Yep.
I just don't think it speaks loud to me as a Magic set.
Right.
Hopefully the Borgs are all clones.
Right. Or what if the Borgs were? Well, they're probably. I'm tired of guessing. I thought there was going to be Foot Clan that let you have running amount of Foot Clan in your deck, but they didn't do it. So I
wait for the secret layer. They'll come out as a secret layer product.
Right.
My only concern with the Universes Beyond stuff is I don't care that it's out there. It's great that it will bring people in.
Right.
That's the way I look at it. I hope that they stay. I hope they engage with the game and learn about the in-universe stuff. My only concern with the Universes stuff is I worry that it's taking away from design elements that could go into the game. If they're worrying about how to fit these other outer universes stuff into the game, or that they're burning brain cells and stuff that they could do for spend on the game itself. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Right.
It does, and I've been concerned about that as well. But if you look at the cards that we're getting, so much of the cards they're not direct reprints. Well, some of them are, I guess, but a lot of them are just slight variations. And I think that comes from having the fact that the game's 30 years old, right? I mean, there's only so many mechanical things that you can do with a card game. When you're like, okay, well, these are the rules of the game, and we can make some adjustments here and there, legend rule, things like that, mana abilities, a few other like things that have changed kind of over the years, the stack being the biggest one, changing from the batch from the original versions. But for the most part, Magic has to stay Magic. So Magic needing to stay Magic means there's only so many things you're going to be able to do. And we're seeing that like with Turtles, they a lot that the new mechanic is just fixed ninjutsu. Right. And mutagen tokens are just 1/1 counters on a stick.
Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing I've noticed with in-Universes Beyond sets and Universes Beyond sets is they are being able to play, fix, and manipulate mechanics to play in different forms that intrigue the player. I mean, I think Avatar has some of the most busted mechanics for landfall nowadays, but
Earthbending is insane.
Yeah.
But they get it. Like I think what they learned from Universes Beyond is only going to make universes in universes stronger.
Yep.
And let's hope they lead
Good way to
to
look at it.
because Edge of Eternities was a banger set. Like
So
but
many good cards.
but well, I think what's making Universes Beyond sell so well is eyes on product, because us older people who've been in the game are focused on the in-universe stuff more often, right? We care about the in-universe stuff, but the Universes Beyond stuff is getting the eyeballs of everybody else that doesn't play Magic.
Right.
Well, I mean, if you're a Spider-Man fan, like that happened at the TMNT pre-release, perfect example of this. If this would have been an in-universe Magic release, those 3 people who came probably don't come. Not because the game is bad, not because there's anything, not for no other reason than it was the Ninja Turtles IP specifically that got their eyes on it and brought them in the door. So I think that Universes Beyond can be great to be used as a onboarding tool to bring new players in. And if you're diversifying, and this is where I think Star Trek is a great idea, because you're going to get eyes on Magic who maybe haven't really paid Magic attention before, because fantasy or high fantasy, dark fantasy, the kind of things that Magic has tended to be since its inception, are the antithesis of Star Trek, right?
Oh, yeah.
Very sci-fi, like the definition of science fiction, right? So it's going to bring eyes to people to Magic who never looked at Magic before, because they don't care about dragons, they don't care about goblins. They're very interested in the sci-fi element of it, and I think that is the true genius of Universes Beyond.
Oh yeah, and the true genius. I think you're on point with that right there. But my friends, it is that time of day where I shout out Hillbilly for being the most handsome man on the show. All right.
Wow, thank you.
In reality, let's get back to reality before we inflate his ego too much. You gotta get to the end step.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise. Building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon. No one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house. We own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Oh, everybody!
I would like to suggest that this section change from the shill section of the show to the end step of the show.
Right. Well, we're still shilling at the end step.
Exactly, you can still shill in the end step.
That's right. Right. Well, maybe I'll make different clips later on for the stuff like that. And yeah, K-Chica wants to see Ferengi, Vulcans, and Romulans. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Allow me to be a boomer. If I wanted to play Star Trek TCG, I'd not be playing on Magic.
That's understandable.
They'd had a Star Trek game there for a while.
Yep.
I had cards. That game was complicated and difficult to navigate.
Yes, it was.
Mm.
But if they go the Borg route, Borg is just going to take control of your creatures.
Mm. Well, who knows? Maybe we'll get a cool teleporter card. You know, you can blink it. It'll be like teleportation circle, but you pay mana to it to blink a card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Parajosh. Hey, this is the Cypher Star Trek. That's right. All right, but anyways, we need to get to the shield section of the end step. Let's get to the handsome, the devilish, the evil, the darkness. I don't know how to lift this guy up any further. But we got the ball.
You had me at darkness. Thanks for having me on. I'm glad to be here. I always appreciate. I think I'm going to try to make Tuesdays and Thursdays a thing as long as I can. So I'll definitely be seeing you. In the meantime, though, you can find everything that is Tibalts Apprentice at darkritual.site. That's where you can go to find all kinds of ridiculousness. Blog. You can find my Instagram there. You can find, I actually have a store there. How about that? There's a store where I sell Spider-Man cards to nobody. So anyhow, that's where you can find everything Tibalts Apprentice. darkritual.site.
That's right. Dark Rich Dark Side. That's right. And with that, we're going to roll over to the TheoneRAYman.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Thanks for everybody who tuned in. We had a crazy weekend here at Mr. B's Game Lounge, and it's not going to get any less crazy this weekend. Tonight we do have our stream game. We're starting our King of the Hill pre-con series, where all players will be bringing a pre-con. If you win, you play the same pre-con next week. Friday night we have F&M. Saturday we have Magic and Karaoke, and then on Sunday we are hosting the regional championship qualifier match right here at Mr. B's Game Lounge. We're doing it TMNT. So that is a sealed deck. So you get 6 packs, build your deck, and then top 8 cuts, and they have a draft. And then they'll play out the top 8 after they draft. So we have a lot going on here. Check us out at Mr. B's Game Lounge on YouTube, at Mr. B's Game Lounge in person. And I guess I'm on a 23-hour break. See you guys manana.
Tomorrow. I love you. Tomorrow. With that, we're going to roll over to
the day away.
We're going to roll over to the grandpa of the group, Old Man Hillbilly.
Tomorrow. Anyway, I'll be streaming over on my channel this afternoon around 2 o'clock. If you notice, been part of my channel for a while, things have changed. I only do 1 stream a day. I'm going to try it, but today, since today's Tuesday, I keep thinking it's Monday because of Tortoise. Hey, Blaggy.
Tortoise.
Anyway, tonight I'm going to try to throw a commander game in. I got the turtle deck. I just want to play my turtles. And I'm going to try to throw a pre-con commander game tonight. And so I got planned for the rest of the day.
Yeah. Well, you got your afternoon stream too.
Yeah, I mentioned that. 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. Remember your afternoon stream.
Yep.
You want to try to get a commander game. I know I want to be there for your commander game. I want to play the turtles deck with you, even though one of the board wipes in the deck will not be null and void. But but everybody, Super Fast Tortoise here. Don't thwart us. We're wrapping around. We're going to go forward with this. This is an amazing part of the show, because here's where I tell you where to go. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Hit that bell and toggle to survive. Yeah. So anyways, I'm just having fun there. So if Hillbilly cannot get a game together tonight, I will go live at 7 p.m. or somewhere around. So if you guys want to chill out and hang out, we'll just chat and chill, whatever. If he can't, if he gets a game going on, you can find me at Hillbilly's channel playing.
Yep.
Yeah.
1 o'clock.
And remember, James Willis is the most craziest, awesome person in the world. There you go. If you're wondering, he's the coolest, most awesome subscriber. There you go.
Nice.
All right. But with that, my friends, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for chilling out with us here with Hillbilly, Matt Sexton, the Rayman, and I. I want to thank you, members, for supporting the channel. And thank you, subscribers, for growing the channel. Everything you guys do support and helps the channel out a lot. I want to remind you that you're loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can, say and or do something positive for someone else today, because you might be the change, the motivation. You might be the person who helps them just go a little bit further today. And with that, I want to get to the end step. I want to thank you, channel members of the channel, for supporting this creep the way you do. You are awesome. And you subscribers, everybody that subscribes, you're doing amazing too. Thank you very much for all that you do.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show.